Good morning. So, I was way too cooked last night to actually do the sign out, which I apologize. I have skills as a videographer that I need to work on now, as a content creator. But it is Monday. Woke up feeling not the best. Something I'm very interested in studying, looking into, is even with Retta being reduced out of the system, the capacity for food volume and food satiation and the influence that it has on your stomach. Food choices made yesterday were beyond any prep post show that I've ever had. There's vegetables, fruits, fiber, protein. There was starch, carbohydrates. There's some oils and fats. Yeah, we got Korean barbecue. But in previous years where I've had pizzas, burgers, pastas, the feeling that I have now is a mixture almost like a drunken grogginess and like a hangover. Which obviously, dehydration, sodium, things like that. So a bit of a small rant for the start of the video, to start the day, but it's taken a little bit of a walk to actually ease digestion, improve a bit. Took some degas, some peppermint pills, try and settle the stomach. It's very interesting that it's completely slowed down. Thank you so much. Completely slowed and altered how my stomach's processing the food and also how it feels. So like today I was excited for having a big cream of rice bowl before training. I don't actually think I'm going to need it. I'm actually going to need to train to kind of move some food around. So we've gone for a massive walk. Plan for today is to walk back, bathroom, shower, get ready. I'm going to walk back up to the gym again. Get a good session in. Like while we're down here, we're going to split a full upper body and a full lower body session. Get a nice pump while it's there. Clear out the bowels first. Do some posing. Get some shots at the one gym here in Flemington. It's actually a really, really nice gym. Did not really expect it. And then we'll do legs on Tuesday. We're then going to have a nice breakfast together. Get a little charcuterie board thing. Chicory board.
Charcuterie.
A chikorita board. A Chico baby board.
No.
And then we're going to go explore the zoo. Then we're going to go explore the city. Probably going to need a nap. We're going to start booking consults, onboardings. We're going to start booking the mentor calls again. Get that sort of squared away. Some client updates will be done through either our Meta HQ app. Shout out to Coach Catalyst, making coaching mobile very easy. And then we're going to head into the city. We're going to check out the Australian Museum for Sport. We're going to go check out the CBD. We're going to go check out the Docklands. All the fun stuff. Maybe a tourist for a day or two. And then it's literally right back to work. I'll do a bigger debrief later, but what's exciting is that out of all this season, everything is very clear what we need to do. Just blow the fuck up and stay tight. The IFBB is rewarding fullness, but I truly believe I can bring a beautiful classic shape to open bodybuilding that contains size, symmetry, structure, and a taper that is very, very tight to the waist. So the most exciting part about, I think, this season, besides the fact that, wrapped up with 4 medals, 6 out of 8 divisions were first call-outs at both national and state level, it's that everything is there, it just needs size. And under Chris, I truly believe we can add that 10 kilos stage mass. If you look where we stacked up at 82 kilos, then 10 kilos on me now to pull down to say 89.999999 is going to be a very full look. So very excited for that. That's years away now, but it starts this week. Cheers. So we are back at One Gym Flemington. Hopefully this thing stabilizes. I don't know how to fully use it yet. I've got to figure out how to connect it and keep it centered and whatnot, but hey, we're trying, we're learning all the content-y stuff. But back at One Gym today, absolutely unreal gym. Very surprisingly empty this morning. I think a lot of the competitors and athletes have probably gone home. But we wanted to hang out, obviously get a bit of travel in and relax for a second, not just jump straight back on a flight home. So we've got a full upper session to get through. It's just gonna be a fun session, just do some machines and some work that we haven't been doing. Move some food around, get a good pump, do some posing in the posing room. All the fun stuff that comes post-show and you're feeling nice and full. So Weighed in this morning, actually. Weight was only 86 kg. Obviously, I think we weighed in at 83 yesterday. Obviously, across the day, even before we got to stage, it was about 85 actual stage weight by the time we had our meals and fluids. So pretty much predictable data from across the week. Realistically, with everything that we've eaten, what we've been doing, only gaining about 2 kilos overnight was pretty impressive. So 3 kilos. So not intending to eat like that the rest of the week, of course. We're going to be eating pretty normal, pretty standard. We've got a couple of good meals planned today. Very nice dinner plan we're looking forward to. But yeah, so weight will be straight back to being on check. Supplements went straight back in this morning. All our pre-workout stuff back in this morning. It's time to get after it now. So we're gonna have a good session. Try to capture some content here for you guys and sort of show you how we reconnect. One of the things I want to get out of today's vlog, whether we kind of do a combined vlog, I'm not really sure how Brooklyn wants to do it. One of the things I want to capture today, just in the moments, like we're not going to spend the whole day doing content, but just to show you guys and try to get people to understand how to reintegrate back into life after a show. There's too many coaches that are day one or show day +1, see you later, or go do what you need to do for a week, or hearing some horror stories backstage of clients working with previous coaches that didn't speak to them for a week after the show, didn't speak to them for days after the show. It's one thing to have a plan or a strategy, but it's not even hear from your coach, not even engage with your coach, not even have a celebratory message from your coach. I think is downright disgusting and appalling for our industry. It is dangerous and unhealthy and leads to a lot of the problems that people face, which then bodybuilding cops are rap for. So for me, Chris is exhausted. Chris was absolutely smashing it yesterday. Unreal season of him and his team. I'm adult enough to know what to do. I also know what I want to do. We've had this plan for a good while now. So we're going to enjoy that. We're going to do that. But we're not blowing out and ruining things. We're straight back onto a plan, strategy to have fun and enjoy ourselves and be smart about it. So we're going to show you how to manage that sort of day after, how to manage reintegrating, reconnecting, sharing back with loved ones, sharing back with your life, getting back to normal without having to ruin everything. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. Time to get into training.
So the three has is done. Yeah. It's not a very big body, it's an old one. Why? Serious?
All right, so as you can see, these sessions are not anything intense, just good pump, 12 to 15 reps, superset exercises, just fully upper body. So, you know, a chest and shoulder variation, 2 different pull variations, a row variation, etc. Do some pressing shortly. Nothing intense, just getting things to move around, increase some appetite for today, get appetite back, drive glycogen around, make sure it's getting to the muscles that we actually want to train, make sure we're feeling connection, rehydrating, replenishing glycogen through synthesis, maximizing electrolyte stability again, just get everything back to where it was. So the faster we can do that, the better we're going to feel. We had a Barocca as well today for B vitamins, so getting everything back to baseline health as fast as possible, so it's time to get after it when we get home. So yeah, again, nothing intense, just fun and good enjoyment, good movements, trying different pieces, put them into supersets and cluster sets.
Go.
All right, so I wrap that up. That's the session. I'm just posing, grab some shots in the lunge and posing room. The light is nice there. Go home and make an amazing breakfast, and then go have a massive day exploring Melbourne. Alright, so this is how you do post-show nutrition. Turkey, ham, fried tomatoes, scrambled eggs, mixed veg, fruit platter, avocado, good fats, sourdough bread, more fruits, cinnamon, garlic, salt, pepper, ketchup, mustard. Yum. We have discovered that Melbourne has a zoo, so we are going in 1.8 kilometers to see what Melbourne Zoo is all about. Apparently, it's pretty decent. So, finding some cool stuff to travel and see. A little touristy day, if you will. Little tourists in our own country. So we're going to check that out. We're feeling very, very full, but also still very hungry. That food, again, goes to show like high quality nutrition and good quality food, even eating large amounts when you're this lean and like this close to stage, is very, very hard to binge on. Like we walked away from the table feeling very satisfied and filled up, gone to the bathroom, going to go for a massive walk, and I guarantee by the time I get home, plenty of room for a giant steak tonight. So that is going to be fun. Oh. Compare the market.com, compare the meerkat.com. Simples.
Alright, good. Same to the other side. Head down, please. Get on, please. Come on.
Hey, you want some fuck? You Joe, you Jane. We are back home. 20,000 steps done already, and we are still heading to the city in a couple of hours. So digestion is back to normal. We've got some digestive enzymes back in. We've got berberine back in. We've got some quick ease just to ease some reflux that was coming up. But overall, steps have me back to normal. Digestion's been great. Hydration's good. Got some sugar-free zero Gatorades in, which I know Chris doesn't care about right now, but honestly, just trying to replenish electrolytes and rehydrate. Gonna get stuck into some work, have another meal. Again, we're actually driving up hunger. Like I'm actually starving. It's been I'm mind blown at the sheer capacity of my stomach and my body right now to need to eat. It's actually very, very impressive and something I'm a little scared of for off season. We're gonna get another meal in. Got a bunch of work we have to get done, some client onboarding, some emails to send out, some check-ins to update. Low key stuff, like, we did tell our clients we're gonna be doing like a half day kind of thing, what we call a half week. Which is basically just, messaged communication, which is ironic because, in this age of coaching, that's probably more than most people even do. So we're gonna get that done, get dressed up, throw on some nice clothes for once. I actually have a button up that I have to wear, try not to get tan all over it. I chose black for a good reason. And then we're gonna head into the city, get a nice juicy steak, walk around, see the lights, head for a drink, maybe find a pool bar, and call it a day. So yeah, been a good day off for once. And we're trying to take it in because we know for a fact when we get back home, that's going to stop. All right, so it is Monday afternoon. Just getting into some check-ins before we go out and explore the city, get into dinner, and have a nice relaxing final night in Melbourne. So what we do in our half weeks, or our down weeks, I guess you could call them, we take like a light week, whether it's be for travel to America, whether it be for things like preps. We're on the go a lot of the time. We might use these once a season, once a quarter, something like that. But basically, it is a way in which we can kind of take a step back. For me, especially after heavy weekends like a show, the extroversion required to do a lot of talking, a lot of check-in videos, does get quite taxing. So the way in which we recharge is not that I need time off work. It's just that I need time off as much talking, as much engagement. You have to be on when you present, when you're doing check-ins, when you're with clients, when you're talking to clients or like reviewing the data, right? You have to be on in the sense that, you know, whether it's your first check-in of the day or your last check-in of the day, you're the only check-in they receive. So client one does not deserve any more attention or energy than client 10. So if you're fluctuating like that, then you need to figure something out. So for us, with a down day or a back off week, if you will, it's not that I'm doing less work. It's not that I'm trying to get away with doing less work. It's just simply that so I can maximize delivery, spend time elsewhere, have a bit of a recharge moment. I just deliver via messages, emails, you know, line of contact to help make sure that everyone understands what's going on. Clients are aware that it's coming and that they still get their usual updates and check-ins, how we normally do them, just without the as detailed audio and visual feedback via Loom. So we still deliver at a high quality. It's just that in these moments, I can get a lot done in say an hour versus 3 or 4 hours of check-ins with everything else going on. With, you know, because I do get carried away. I love detailed explaining, and that can kind of like lead to longer videos, but also, you know, it keeps me in check. So yeah, that's kind of where we are for the day. So we get some of that on film, and obviously just sort of showing you guys how Mondays for us as the days after show still run, right? We still have a business to operate, we still have responsibilities, duties, we still have people to care about and care for, and that will never stop. That's not going to stop just because I got on stage. It's not going to stop just because, you know, we're in Melbourne. So yeah. Next stop on today's day off. So we got work done, check-ins are done, emails are sent, consults are booked in if we want to get back to Brisbane. So everything is full steam ahead on that front. We are heading to Pride Bushes, and I am very, very excited for a nice, juicy piece of steak and a shit ton of sides. So again, easy tip for people, and we just talked about this while we're walking. If you're in a metropolitan area, if you're inside a CBD, fucking walk. It saves so much money and is so much more efficient for your digestion, for your health, getting steps up, especially after a show. We're going to easily clock 30 to 35k steps tonight just by walking pretty much everywhere today to do the stuff we want to do. If you're inside a CBD in a metro area, it's very easy to get done. So don't get the cab, don't get the tram, don't get the Uber. Maybe get it to within proximity and then walk. We got dropped off a 25-minute walk from where the restaurant is, so we can walk through the city, have a look around. Like that is Marvel Stadium right there. We're gonna walk through all this, and then we're gonna have a nice juicy steak. How good? Yum. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, hot date. That is pretty much the end of our last night in Melbourne. Very, very good day, relaxing, unwinding, spending time together. About 27,000 steps done, which is a lot. Traveled Melbourne a fair bit. We get a lot more done tomorrow. Do some more traveling, get some more training, get some more food, pack up, clean up, finish off some work, and then we are back on the plane to Brisbane to start all fresh again come Wednesday. So we'll bring you along for that. Again, there's gonna be a lot of content coming out over the next, period of time. But we are gonna catch the rest of tomorrow, get some good training in, smash a leg session, move some food around, probably wake up pretty light. I'm gonna finish off some cookies, watch the rest of Beetlejuice, and call it quits on Melbourne with 1 day left to go before we fly home. So that is that. Good night.